Today we have something very exciting to share with you all. Did you know? Over the year, Ripple's XRP value surged to more than 35,000%. What is going on in Ripple? Are stable coins a better fit for cross-border payments? Stay with us till the end to not miss important news. But first, we are giving away $25 at the end of the month to one random subscriber to start on their XRP journey. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Welcome XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribe. The first and the most important news is that Ripple's first ODL service implementation in Japan is paving the way for greater adoption of crypto-enabled services in the Asia-Pacific. Aside from saving money, the two companies can also expand their own payments businesses by using XRP to eliminate pre-funding. In a project for remittance payments from Japan to the Philippines, SBI Remit, the largest money transfer provider in Japan and a subsidiary of Ripple shareholder SBI Holdings, has gone live with Ripple's ODL. Customer remittance options have been improved through a partnership with mobile payment service coins and digital asset exchange platform SBI VC Trade. Philippines diaspora, one of the largest in the world, has a high demand for affordable remittance services. Migrants from Japan to the Philippines are increasingly sending money home to support their families, with annual transfers reaching $1.8 billion. Ripple, which helps remittance services leverage the digital asset XRP to eliminate pre-funding, said Japan, 10.50%, has one of the highest remittance costs in the world, almost twice as much as the average for all G8 countries, 5.92%. We believe that blockchain technology has the potential to transform not only the way payment transactions are conducted but also the way we manage our business by releasing trapped capital. With the recent launches in Cambodia and Vietnam, Ripple and SBI Holdings have formed a joint venture called SBI Ripple Asia to introduce XRP-powered remittance services across the region. While this is going on, a major development in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit has occurred. William Hinman, the former SEC Director of Corporation Finance, was deposed by the SEC. Judge Sarah Net Byrne allowed the former high-ranking government official to testify under oath, but the deposition was not a public hearing. Ripple's motion for summary judgment on fair notice is likely to include his statements. This seems that SEC is losing the game. In a letter to Janet Yellen, Senator Elizabeth Warren urged her to identify and mitigate the risks associated with cryptocurrencies, as well as to create a comprehensive and coordinated framework for federal agencies to use in regulating virtual coins. Member of the Senate Banking Committee and a longtime critic of the nation's largest banks, Warren urged the Treasury Secretary to use her influence on the Financial Stability Oversight Council to create a safer crypto market. In an open letter to Yellen, Massachusetts Democrat wrote, FSOC must act swiftly to use its statutory authority to address cryptocurrencies' risks and regulate the market to ensure consumer safety and stability. Customers, the environment, and our financial system are at risk as the demand for cryptocurrencies continues to grow and these assets become more integrated into our financial system, she added. An unregulated crypto market poses 5 risks, according to Warren. The banking industry faces a variety of risks. Because of the unique threats that stable coins pose, financial system disruption is caused by cyberattacks. As of press time, CNBC's request for comment was not immediately answered by a Treasury Department spokesperson. A Senate Banking Committee hearing titled, Cryptocurrencies, What Are They Good For?, was underway when Warren sent her letter. Cryptocurrencies and other digital assets do pose significant risks at present, Walsh told lawmakers in a written statement. Her Twitter bio states that she advises followers to own no cryptocurrency. Warren's letter is the latest in a series of recent calls from Capitol Hill for stricter market regulation. In February, lawmakers from both parties grilled executives from Robinhood, Reddit, CITADEL Securities, and GameStop about the gamification of stock trading. Regulation of crypto markets has proven to be more difficult due to their sheer number of assets and their novelty. A final decision on who will be responsible for crypto trading's day-to-day oversight is yet to be made by the FSOC, SEC, or Congress. Warren likely sent her letter to Yellen because of her position on the FSOC. After the 2008 financial crisis, the Treasury Secretary founded the Financial Services Oversight Council, FSOC, which consists of 10 federal financial regulators, including the Federal Reserve and Securities and Exchange Commission. Because there is no single regulator responsible for monitoring and addressing overall financial stability risks, the FSOC's job is to identify those risks and coordinate a regulatory response across cabinet departments and other agencies. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), under Gary Gensler's new leadership, is considering whether to approve exchange-traded funds that track Bitcoin's performance. Gensler has said that crypto exchanges should be subject to investor protections. A central bank digital currency is being considered by the Federal Reserve. Congress, according to Republicans on the Senate Banking Committee, should better understand the potential uses of cryptocurrencies while keeping illicit activity under control. So-called stable coins, or digital currencies pegged to national currencies such as the US dollar, are being studied by Toomey and Lummis for their value and potential applications. Not only this, in the field of central bank currencies, the Swiss National Bank, SNB, is continuing its experiments, CBDCs. In collaboration with the French Central Bank, Project JURA is studying cross-border payment processing. For this reason, the G20 has made improving cross-border trade a top priority. An important contribution to this work has been made by the current experiment. According to Project JURA, wholesale CBDCs could increase the speed, efficiency, and transparency of cross-border use cases by collaborating with other wholesale CBDCs. Public goods experiments are supported by the Bank for International Settlements, BIS. To digital power currencies, Ripple is testing a private version of its XRP ledger. Central bank digital currency, CBDC, private ledger uses the same blockchain technology as XRP ledger, allowing it to handle tens of thousands of transactions per second, TPS, and potentially scale to hundreds of thousands over time, according to a new Ripple announcement. It is estimated that 80% of central banks are looking into the potential of sovereign-backed cryptocurrencies, according to the San Francisco-based payment company. With billions of dollars on the line, the XRPL has been running smoothly for more than 8 years and has been profitable. In other words, the CBDC private ledger offers the best of both worlds: transaction privacy, security controls, and payment proficiency. This ledger is also more energy efficient, cheaper, and 61,000 times more effective than public blockchains that rely on proof of work, Ripple says. The CBDC private ledger will verify transactions using the same consensus protocol as XRPL. SWIFT continues to adapt to the technology challenges posed by fintech in alternative networks and methods for the cross-border space as the bank cooperative evolves to deliver broader services, as evidenced by this announcement posted on Finextra. After the transition to ISO 20022, the legacy network will be phased out under the SWIFT Go initiative. This was followed in 2020 by the pivot to transaction banking support services. Although no data is available on the success of this initiative, we assume a reasonable take-up rate given the thousands of institutions in SWIFT's ecosystem. SWIFT Go, a cross-border remittance service for consumers and small businesses, has just been launched by the company. The banks are putting a stake in the ground to let money transmitters and fintech know that they will not continue to cede this space in peace to them. On the other hand, the BIS and regulatory bodies are placing a great deal of emphasis on cross-border payment improvement. In any case, we haven't been briefed, but we expect SWIFT GPI to be the network, with a layer of services added on top of that. In the thriving cross-border payments market, expect more innovations. XRP is a cryptocurrency that is gaining in popularity. The coin gained more than 15% after Ripple Labs announced a major deployment of an on-demand liquidity, ODL, service in Japan. Although the SEC and Ripple's CEO were involved in legal battles, the price of Ripple reached a new high in 2021. XRP, a fast and less expensive cryptocurrency, can easily attract investors by the end of the year, and a bullish market can drive its price to the $1.443 mark. According to Primext, the price will hit $4 by the end of 2021 and $22 by the end of 2022. Interestingly, the platform predicts the price will plummet in 2023, crashing to $9 and then rebounding to $50 by 2024-25, according to the platform. By the end of the year, Trading Beasts expects the price to reach $1.112, an increase of 36.58%. Are you an XRP holder? If you want to continue to know about XRP, we have got 2 videos waiting for you on the end screen to check out. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, my friend. Kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.